Hey, what's up? Today, AMD dropped a huge bomb on us, guys. They dropped the specs and the price for the AMD Ryzen 1800X. This thing is a fucking beast, and the price is so fucking low. Let me go ahead and get into the specs. The AMD Ryzen 7 1800X is the world's fastest 8-core desktop processor out in the market now. It runs at a 3.6 gigahertz clock, which boosts automatically up to 4.0 gigahertz and uses about 95 watts of power, which is not a lot for how much power this processor has. This thing is a monster. Compared to Intel's fastest processor out on the market right now, which is the i7 6900K, which has 8 cores and it goes up to 3.7. It's $1,000 for this 6900K. Now, AMD hasn't had the best reputation over the years, mainly just in power. They were never stronger than Intel, and the only thing that was really going for AMD was that it was cheaper. AMD also, since it was not preferred by a lot of people, and most people bought Intel machines and they bought Intel parts, that's what the gaming companies focus on when making games for PC, was mainly Intel. Let's make sure that we perform well on Intel, and they put AMD in the back burner, and AMD always had problems driver wise, etc. Now that AMD has contracts with PlayStation and Xbox, a lot more support from AMD, and actually a lot less complaints from AMD parts. I don't know if it's just a lot easier to build because they're already building for something similar to the AMD desktop chipsets, and still working on the PlayStation and Xbox. But I hadn't had any problems with my AMD set since I've had it, and I've had it a year now, and I just upgraded it recently, about 3 or 4 months ago, but still hasn't had any problems playing any games that I've bought for PC. Now, if you're new to the whole computer scene, and the words that I'm saying really doesn't compute right now, just let you know, AMD has always been at the bottom. Intel has always been the strongest powerhouse. AMD has actually finally surpassed them, and at an affordable price to the consumer. They put out this thing half the price of what Intel has as their strongest. Now, if you're new to computers and you want to build a computer, this is actually the best time to start looking into building a computer. As this new technology comes down, this will force the market to drop all the other older chipsets down, and you'll be able to definitely build a good budget build that could probably run 4K, if not at least do 1440 60. Now, if you're not looking into building a gaming computer, but you really like games, this news also affects you, because it is rumored that the Ryzen is in the Xbox Scorpio, and the lower Ryzen is only 329. So with Xbox probably getting a deal with AMD, the cost of it probably is $200, maybe a little bit less, and they're also going to be using AMD's Vega in the Scorpio for rumor, which I assume that it will also be at a low cost price, probably $200, so $400 with Xbox, with all the other parts, and Xbox maybe take a hit. The price should fall around $600 for my guess, which I believe is a reasonable price for somebody who's going to be a console enthusiast. And with my guess of it being $600, Xbox is gonna have to promote this thing in a way to let them know how much more powerful it will be from the Pro, for it to be actually successful. And they will have to push the idea that this console isn't for anybody. Console is for true graphic gamers, and for the people who want to have the best. Now, it may seem absurd, it may seem like people can't afford $600, but if you think about it, if you look at it, you can see how many people have iPhone 6s, iPhone 7s. People want the best. And if you can convince people that this is the best, even casual people will go for the Scorpio.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I 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 need it!
It's all on how you present your product, and that's what it comes down to. If Xbox can present them and show them that, hey, we have all these games coming to America, because America is still going to be their number one priority unless they can get some Japanese developers on site and Japanese games. Unless they can push Japanese games, they can't even push American games right now. But if they can push some good American games and get us into the console, and then later on focus on the world, actually getting more variety and things like that, this console could be a game changer. Yeah, so these are just my thoughts on the conference. I would love to know what you guys think. Go ahead and comment down below. Like if you liked the video. Thumbs down if you hated it, but also comment if you hated it. Let me know why you hated it. Till next time, I'm out.